Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 184 of the Red Force podcast, Christian. My name's Eric Talado, joined me today, Christian Talado.
We're here again with a call-in show.
Subscribe to the channel, you know, all that stuff. We're talking to the people today, but first, Christian. Now, I'm sure people know the law on this show. That we're on the hunt for new technology.
Yeah.
But more importantly, we're on the hunt for the perfect breakfast.
Of course. Alright, of course. No doubt. The
Christian's
perfect
making the
breakfast,
holiday sauce, too much lemon, not enough lemon.
the legendary breakfast will be found one
We
day.
got sandwiches, we got, you know... You gotta fry the hash browns.
You gotta fry them. In the oven,
In the oven
that
doesn't work. You gotta
No.
fry them hot oil, Christian.
On this Sunday morning, you gotta fry those hash browns.
That's right.
Yeah. Alright.
Now... That pan has to be hot when you put the oil, with the hash brown in with the oil, Christian. Otherwise, you get all soggy. You want them
Sure.
crisp, salted, not too much salt. With some bread. What do you think? Sunny side up eggs, or are we having the scrambled or poached even? But I don't think poached works well with the hash brown.
No, the poach is for a more high-class breakfast.
Highbrow situation. We're
Yeah.
talking about holiday sauce. We're talking about
Sure.
spinach.
Yeah. The fried egg. You see, the scrambled egg for the texture, but the fried egg really has the flavor.
Right.
You bring me a breakfast sandwich, scrambled egg.
You
It's
can't
never
do
as
some
good.
bullshit with the scrambled eggs though. We're talking butter, you know, then
Yeah, but
some crazy man put cream in it, which is ridiculous.
the intense flavor of the perfect fried egg
The yolk.
is what needs to happen.
Right.
All right, you can't do scrambled eggs in a breakfast sandwich. It doesn't work.
If you eat fried eggs with a hard yolk, go to jail.
Well, why do you hate flavor?
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
It's like people who eat steaks that are well done.
Do you hate flavor?
Get out of my face.
All right. Now you Eric.
What about those idiots? I don't like seafood. What? We're talking crab. We're talking salmon.
There's all kinds of foods people don't like, which is insanity. But anyway, Eric bringing up technology. Yes, I'm aware this camera is blurry, but when I put it on the stand, I can't control it because it's on my phone, and there's an issue there. Now, it wasn't blurry before, now it's blurry. Maybe there's updates. Maybe this is bullshit. Maybe the camera's dirty. The lens. It's all...
Well, just a little aside for the people. Chris's drawing tab was fucking up, broken, it seemed. And by the miracle of the gods, it was the drivers.
It was a drive. The one time it was a drive.
He updated his drivers and fixed it. Amazing.
Yeah. Crazy. Alright. So technology always breaking on us, and we always have to fix it. It is the curse of the YouTuber. The curse
Just
of the content
technology is a
creator.
problem.
Technology always breaking, always busting.
Yeah.
Just like the capture card. What a waste of
Shout
money.
out Elgato.
Did that capture card ever really truly work? Or is it always like fucking up?
You always gotta, you gotta fuck around.
Yeah,
with it.
fucking Elgato, you're the worst company. Make a good product, please.
Right.
Anyway, enough about that. We've got the call-in show. We've got to bring it in the people.
Yeah.
Alright, bring in the people. They're gonna bring us some topics, Eric. But we've got a topic on the show ourselves,
Which is
and
what?
that is the political, non-political story. Really brought up to me by the whole E3 situation.
I like this. We can talk about this.
All right, because Ubisoft classic Far Cry 6, not a political game, Eric. How is that?
Oda is a good example of this.
Exactly,
surprisingly,
and
as
we'll
well,
bring
so
it to
we'll
One
talk
Piece.
about
We'll tie it in.
Uh-huh.
The people saying One Piece is political. It is. People saying all kinds of bullshit. All right.
Did you not read Fishman Island?
Fishwood Island, Skypiea. I mean, all kinds of shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We got Thunderdome. We got questions. We got history checks. We got it all.
What are your thoughts about people who drink lattes, Christian? Is it blasphemous or is it?
You're having a
acceptable?
milkshake at that point.
Right.
It's not even coffee. It's basically a milkshake. Just call it what it is.
What about the fucking bullshit frappuccino?
The Starbucks bullshit is not even coffee.
Caramel
It's like
shot.
a sugar drink.
No, I'm a purist over here, Christian.
It's like coffee.
Black straight, no sugar.
Same.
This baby takes sugar.
I haven't done that in a year.
He's off sugar.
I haven't done it in a year.
You used to be very particular about.
Tiny. It got smaller and smaller and smaller until it got to
Do
nothing.
you have to wean off the sugar?
Yeah.
Now he just has the pure essence.
Pure black essence of coffee.
Alright.
Alright. Now, let's get into the call-in show. We do have the first person ready to call in. It is Krusop, and we'll get his topic.
Call-in show.
Krusop's first topic, an interesting one. This
Yeah.
man, wait. This man's been reading a lot of manga recently. A lot of shonen, to be exact.
Okay.
He's noticed a trend: the relatable protagonist versus the ideal protagonist. I'm guessing this is like the OP bastard man who does everything right, never has to struggle, versus the Naruto type character,
Right.
the struggle man.
So we'll bring Krusop.
We'll bring Krusop in for him to talk about the protagonist.
Krusop,
you're here.
You're on the show. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, guys, for having me. How's everybody doing this morning?
Good.
We're good.
We're
nice Sunday morning. Call and show with the
Definitely got to go for black coffee, you know?
Yeah.
That's right. Now, Krusop, how do you take your eggs?
I actually don't like eggs.
We have to kick him off the show. No,
I've
noticed. That this is an American. This is an American thing.
What is this?
You know why? Because they eat sugar for breakfast.
Yeah.
Pop tarts, waffles, bullshit.
Literally spoonfuls of sugar.
Captain
Oh,
Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
No.
You're 45
I'm
years
the
old. you're still
minority.
eating
My
Captain
friends
Crunch.
like eggs. I just don't like them, you know?
Enough about it.
Probably because they get them out of a box.
That's right. The eggs out of the box.
Anyway, so this
Microwave,
opinion will
whatever.
color this conversation. Make no mistake about it.
Oh, sure, yes.
So,
already on a bad opinion to
start
start
off the
off
wrong
with.
foot. But let's get into the question.
Alrighty, guys. Yeah, so you did a good job introducing my topic. I have been reading a lot of manga recently, and I've noticed that, like, for instance, with Tokyo Revengers, they have, like, a character that kind of is, like, mid-20s, kind of regretting his life, wants to change things, and that's, very similar to Kaiji, who's also in his mid-20s and just kind of feels like a loser and wants to, like, reclaim his life. But this is in pretty strong contrast to people like Yuji from, what's
JJK.
that new one? JJK, yes.
Yeah, he
Where
doesn't even know
he's
what,
like,
he doesn't even know what the title is. It's so generic.
I just binged the whole anime, so yeah, it's all right. But yeah, he's like the super happy guy, like trying to live by the words of his grandpa. We got Luffy, who's like, invincible, sticks to his ideals and whatnot. And I don't know, what do you guys think about like this kind of dichotomy in terms of protagonists?
All right. If you notice in shows like JJK, the high man is the broken OP man that never struggles.
Yeah.
There always is a broken OP man, right?
The hype man, very, very.
It's either
important.
the
We talked about
MC
this.
or the master.
You got a
right?
bad hype man. You got a bad show.
All right. Now, in One Piece, Luffy, always strong, always willing to do the deed, always never questions anything really.
No.
Maybe a bit of Impel Down, maybe a bit of Marineford, maybe a bit of Whole Cake Gold, maybe. But Luffy always on the path of the Pirate King, never strays from the path, right?
The Kingu.
That pushes the story in a very active way, right? It's all about Luffy, his goals, his dreams, all right? Now, the other protagonist is always kind of reacting to things happening to him. This event, I got thrown into this event. I have to help my friends. I don't really have a goal. I have a personal goal of growth, but that doesn't really drive the plot. Things happen to this character. They get challenged in different ways.
Do you think this is a reflection of the times as well?
I think there's still
These
like
two-
an
these
equal
two
amount.
different
There's still an
dichotomies
equal
of
amount
character.
of, because you look at Bleach, right? Ichigo's that way. He doesn't really. He's kind of just there to help his friends.
Does he
He's not-
regret
doesn't
his
have-
life though?
Kind of at the start with his mother and the Fisher
Yeah.
incident.
I don't know, it depends.
He's depressed. You know.
Maybe
I think it was like definitely meant to be super cool though in Bleach.
Yeah, he's meant to be super cool, but like he doesn't have a super hard drive, a super hard goal. You know what I mean?
you kind of see this with Deku in like My Hero, where he starts off as a dickhead and then like grows into a cool man.
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, but like that's like the journey of like what I don't know. We talk. I think we'll bring this up on top of the show, but like political things aren't political, but are political.
Yeah.
The author will write his
Their worldview.
his worldview and his philosophy on life mainly through the main character. So maybe the author of some show had doubts about himself in his 20s.
Sure.
And went on that journey.
Well, I think it is. Most people in their 20s, they go to uni, they go to college, whatever.
Don't know what the fuck's
They don't know
going
what
on.
the fuck's going on. They chose something. They're not happy with their lives. They moved away from their family and friends. They're feeling unsure about themselves. It's it's a trope in young adult / 20s stories.
Yeah.
It's a way to have character growth because you start from a lower place. See, like Luffy, he starts at a high. There's no real room to grow because he's already, there's what's to learn.
Right.
He's already super confident, super strong. He'll grow physically. But like Oda's saying, Luffy's always right because he will be the pirate. He's a shining force. He's kind of like, he's morally grey with the pirate stuff, which is like, I think it's Oda's own like take on, freedom or whatever you want to say about that.
So
yeah.
actually, I wanted to follow up on something. It's kind of interesting. So it seems like today it's harder for like people in their mid-20s, like right after college, to like start right into their career. Because higher levels of education are needed to like get the same jobs as 30 years ago, and so on and so forth. So do you think that like that realization of society is part of the reason why they have a lot more of these protagonists that are just kind of like struggling, not knowing their way?
Potentially.
I think that's like the trope of like our generation. That's kind of like the nihilist. World's fucked. What am I gonna do about it? I'm just gonna fucking have a sword.
Yeah, but you could get.
I think that's a generation under us, though, dude.
Dude, the Zoomers are, they're just chaos incarnate, right? No one knows what's going on.
The Zoomers just know it's a meme and treating it as such,
Yeah.
which isn't necessarily a bad.
We're still in the try-hard generation.
They're playing the game, right?
I know,
you gotta buy those NFTs,
Yeah.
right? You gotta get into crypto and meme your way to the top.
That's right.
That's it.
Now,
Dogecoin.
you could either, you could try, you could die, Christian.
Yeah.
You just gotta try.
Alright.
Anyway.
Yeah. Did we add to Crusoe's question? Not really.
I think it's two ways of doing it. You got growth. You show your audience how to do it. It's more of a relatable character to the people who are.
There's like a weird like point where like that shit gets old and you need to change the character, and it's like how long do you wait? How quickly do you do it?
I personally don't like it because it feels like to me you're pandering to like the saddest of
audience.
society.
I mean, we're talking about people who read manga here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of like a weird like pandering thing. Like, yeah, life shit. I'm gonna wallow in it for a while, and then somehow, which is the story progresses.
Yeah, but the MC has to have like some, good qualities.
Yeah,
to aspire to.
It's either using someone's actions to like. Yeah. Using someone's growth to show the audience that like it's possible, or using someone as like a shining beacon like Luffy to be like, I'm gonna be like Luffy.
Yeah, basically.
Which is the ultimate example instead of growing from the start.
So I gotta follow this up with my second part of the topic, because in a lot of shonen they have the waifu that the protagonist really wants, but he can never get with the waifu, and like I think that's relatable, right? But Christian, why don't you tell us why in Shadow Soul you don't do that shit?
Because it's bullshit. All right.
It's not cool.
It's not cool. You cuck the MC, and it's not doing the hard work. The hard work is the actual relationship, Eric.
Yeah.
The easy shit is, the TD gags. He falls into the breasts. It's funny. Ha ha ha. Everyone's embarrassed.
Endless content.
Endless comedy. Always cucking the MC. No. Right? Now, other characters, fine. All right? We can explore that. But the MC, the relationship is key, is central, all right, to the plot, to the story. Because it's all about that. It's all about you know, what it is. But
Well, what about the harem though?
the harem, it's like how much do you want to jack off the MC? You know what I mean? It's like you give the harem, you give them the ultimate power ups.
But you wouldn't say Shadow Soul's for 13-year-olds though, would you? Who is this for?
13-year-olds. I don't have a problem with 13-year-olds reading it. Like, you know.
Yeah, but when you start
Young
talking about
adult.
like, yeah, when you start talking about like nuances of relationships, I don't know if 13-year-olds are really interested. They'd much prefer a harem.
Well, you know.
So maybe that's why I tried to do it, Christian. I don't know if a 13-year-old necessarily has the mental depth and experience to understand complex relationships.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
So what we learned is that if you're trying to write a manga for 13-year-olds, you gotta have the MC be single, be oblivious. 3 girls like him, but he's super sad.
Crusoe, I told you. I've told everyone.
Gonna have the waifu.
Love triangle with the edge master and the waifu. Always
It's just Naruto.
a classic.
Naruto is the only thing that's done this.
Classic.
All right.
It's a classic.
The love triangle's a classic trope. You can't tell me it's not.
All right. It's fair enough. You see it in Harry Potter. You see it everywhere. All right.
Yeah, correct.
All right. You see it. You see it all over.
You always gotta cuck the MC.
All right. The love but we all know the Holy Trinity.
Because in a way, that's his only real struggle, the MC, is with females. Because he just punches his way to victory most of the time.
But what if the struggle is within the relationship? What if that's way more interesting to me than...
Yeah, but now we're not talking about shonen anymore.
Yeah,
You know.
But there you go. There
Or
it
maybe
is.
just go the Oda route. And just ignore
Don't do
that,
it. Just
Ignore it
ignore it.
completely.
Or kind of ignore it. You know, you got Sanju pudding. You know.
That's not a thing.
It's romance. I guess. You know. Anyway, thank you, Crusoe. Great topic. Great conversation with the Crusoe man. All right.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
We found out something very
Get out
disturbing.
of skillet. Crusoe, you got nice bread at home? What kind of bread you got? Or you just got some bullshit?
He's got some American stuffed with cream, white bread.
You got some Twinkies.
You want to know what I like for breakfast?
What?
I like sausage, maple syrup, pancakes, a scone, but not like the Australian scone, like the American scone. That's like kind of mildly sweet.
Wait,
That's
you got a
the
sausage?
kind of stuff that
Is
I
that
like.
the sausage with the pancakes and the maple syrup, or just the side? What's going on?
I mean, it's not in the pancake; it's on the side. But
he
yeah,
mixes and matches.
This man's all over the place.
This is what I mean by the American
Anyway,
diet.
Ansel, what kind of bread you got, Crusoe? You got a good quality bread lying around? Or just you got any bread? Anyway, get the
yeah,
bread.
I would definitely go like Italian bread if I had any, but it goes stale so fast.
Get
you
some
know.
bread in the toaster, Christian. Some nice butter. Get a skillet out.
Go to YouTube.
Fry that egg.
Oh, go to YouTube. Watch that Gordon Ramsay scrambled eggs.
Yeah, fry that egg. A little bit of salt on top. You break the yolk. It soaks into the bread, and you eat it. That's it. That's a
Only medium rare steaks, though.
Now-
I completely agree.
Now, American eggs might just taste like chemicals. So we're
not sure about that.
Because they're all white. How are all the eggs in America white? What's that about?
They bleach them.
What? That's what. Maybe that's why. It tastes
GMOs, man.
Maybe that's why it tastes like shit. Who
Anyway,
knows?
Shout outs.
Shout outs to the Americans. We like to meme your society. Thank you, Crusoe.
Thank you for your protection as well from the Red
Red Scare. All right.
Yeah. We appreciate it. Crusoe.
All right, take care, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Choices were made for Crusoe. I mean,
A lot of choices were made.
he likes the fried steak. He likes his steak medium rare though. Quality.
Yeah, it's quality. But the MC, you gotta choose the MC. But the Holy Trinity stays true.
Which is what?
The MC, the edge band, and the waifu. The Holy Trinity.
A touch.
It's in every story. Every
You
story.
have to do it. You have to
Every
do it.
story.
You have to do it.
Every story has it. Alright? And you can mix and match what roles these characters play, but you gotta have it.
Yeah.
You know? It's the MC that edge band. You know?
A twist.
Is the waifu in it fucking annoying and shit?
What would you say? Because Ron Weasley's like the most cut character in Harry Potter, but they're both kind of nerd idiots, Harry and Ron.
Ron's not a nerd, he's just an idiot.
Right, but he's not a nerd. He's dumb,
Harry never really gets trolled. It's kind of the hype MC man.
Right.
He's a wizard though. Like,
And
they're all
Hermione is
nerds.
just like not interested until she's like 16.
The
Or
ultimate
fuck.
wizard, alright?
Has some bullshit pendant that does something with time.
The time shit's weird, alright?
Shout out Harry Potter.
Introduce...
JK's in trouble, but you know.
I wonder how JK feels about Yamato, alright? I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say
maybe
Maybe we'll ask her.
Maybe we'll find out.
Start another Twitter war. Anyway. Moving on from toasts. We're talking about the souring opinion of the manga recently.
Led by King of Lightning.
I don't know I don't know what this has to do with the anime.
Alright. We got a plane coming in, might hit the building.
Who knows? Again. Anyway. From Dose, welcome to the show.
Hey.
What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Excited to be on.
Nice.
We appreciate you being
All
on
right.
the show.
Now, Toast, tell us your topic.
So
Please
it's-
wait. Well, how do you take your
Okay.
eggs?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Crusoe seems weird. I like fried eggs. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Nice,
All right.
beautiful.
Crusoe,
Especially fried egg sandwiches.
Yeah,
sandwich.
Crusoe, you're letting your country down. I'm just saying that. All right. Now,
And
Toast.
we have brown eggs here. We have brown eggs.
Oh well.
There you go.
There
They
you
got
go.
white eggs, they got brown eggs.
I think they are more expensive though.
Yeah, they're the organic ones, and the white ones are like come out of a factory.
They got
They're not
white,
even
they
real.
got brown eggs. For
They
sure.
got them all. All right, they got them all.
Yeah, we only have white and brown. That's definitely all I said.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Your topic.
I feel like I've seen more and more,
Mm.
and it's probably just a lot of like bleed-in from other YouTubers. Just like I see this all the time, especially like on the One Piece Reddit and stuff. That the manga right now is just people love this word storyboard. That Oda is just storyboarding for the anime. That's like all I see right now.
Which is incorrect. But yeah.
And I'm like, I just like isn't all manga in a way storyboarding for anime?
maybe.
I mean, the hot take opinion that the anime is better than manga is not a hot take, because it should be.
Oh, yeah.
What do we even like? You got an extra dimension of like timing, sound, color,
Effects.
music. You know, the anime should be better
So
than
many
manga.
more
It's not
emotional strings to pull from, Christian.
it shouldn't be a hot take.
Now, the
First of all-
technical term of storyboarding used in that sentence is incorrect because
Alright,
it's
we
not a
don't have to-
storyboard. But
we
you
know what people mean.
We know what people mean. Can you use the manga as a literal storyboard? Probably not. You could probably use a lot of it,
Yeah.
but you need to make a few tweaks.
Now, the anime of Wano has been good. We're not going to say it has been
You
good.
know what it is?
Yeah.
It's these hot take masters. They start reading Berserk and Vagabond and the JoJo Part 7 and fucking Part 8 and
Well, you got Chuck Jojo in there.
they fucking expand their horizons to
The
more.
JoJo fan base-
They expand their horizons to more.
The JoJo fan base is all peace and love, and they've never said a
Fine,
bad word
that's
about
fine.
anything.
They expand their horizons
Thank
to
you.
more mature content,
Alright.
and then they go, "Why isn't One Piece more mature
But
content?"
I had a problem with the Nami fight. We all know this,
Yeah,
right? All right. Now, could Oda have done that better? Yes. Will the anime probably do it better? Yes. That's fine. Now, the manga experience is knowing week to week what's gonna happen, the reveals, the story. That's why you're there. All right. Now you could be anime only,
I mean, this
but
is
you
this
want to
is-
be part of the
but
discussion.
this is only a discussion, really, Toast, because the anime was so bad for so long
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
the manga was preferred.
Yeah.
Now that the anime is half decent,
I still
talk
really
about it.
prefer manga over the anime, and it just feels like so many people are like, and I really do think it's because like I know that like King of Lightning and all of the YouTubers like still love the manga, but like when they say things and it's just like the anime is better right now and Oda's just doing stuff for the anime, I feel like people are like they start to look down on the manga. in a
One
way.
that's never been confirmed, and it's a rumor, and people keep on saying it. That
Yeah.
Oda gives the anime notes when, where's the evidence? Never been said, never been stated. All right.
I mean, there's vague context, but it's not how it fucking works.
Also, like, let's be real, right? if the anime came out at the same time as the manga, same chapter, same episode, you would watch the anime. Would you not watch just watch the anime? If it came out at the same time, why not just watch the anime for your first experience?
Yeah.
You can't answer that question.
My issue with
So,
the anime
yeah.
specifically is it changes the context of the manga a lot.
Yeah, the intent. You know, you got the Odin Whitebeard fight, which like throws weird shit of like how strong is Odin. He's tanking quake punches, things Alkaido couldn't even do. Heaps of questions like that. The anime keeps on doing it. We're blowing up the planet with attacks. We need a bit of restraint. You know, it's not as finely tuned as the manga is. You get flash, you get spectacle, but it's not finely tuned.
No.
And that's the trade-off, you know?
Like I know we like people like we like to complain about like Oda not always showing Conqueror's hockey or whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like I much prefer like Oda's drawing over every like badass attack in the anime being like energy just coming out of nowhere. I don't even understand it.
Yeah, like, yeah, I get what you're saying there. Like,
And also, it brings up weird context and stuff. Like when Kaido fought Luffy, they had like this weird aura going on.
like weird
Yeah.
shit
Which
like
is
that.
like, what the fuck is this?
And then like Thunder Bagua not being a speed blitz is like completely incorrect.
And it was obviously that.
And was it a clash? Like they keep on doing this shit, and it's like these little context moments.
And then Batman's involved.
I mean, someone like King Lining would say that doesn't matter because all the other greatness stuff. But you got to take the good and the
feel
bad.
like- I think they criticize the manga so much more than the anime. It's like
yeah,
the 3 minutes that we got last week were fucking awesome, but like no one ever talks about the bad moments. Of,
Yeah, like
of-
last week, there was literally like 10 minutes of just like still shots of the crew
yeah,
with the boxes. Oh, this is the Straw Hats. We know they're the Straw Hats.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Oh, Beppo's there. Jim
think-
Bart. Cushion Jim Bart.
I think it's cherry picking for sure. It's definitely cherry picking. You know what I mean?
But yeah, and then, you know, you got the whole conversation of the reaction culture and
Yeah.
all that stuff is weird.
Also, kind of like if enough people say the one thing enough, you just gotta give in eventually.
Yeah, and people just keep on
Yeah.
saying things of the GOAT every week. And, you know.
All right. Yeah, you know, we're here. We're gonna follow the manga.
You guys are still fighting the good fight. Eric
Alright.
on Twitter talking about the D-hype trend. I love it.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
Christian. Before they did Nintendo Direct,
Yeah.
right? People on Twitter, these influencers, people who apparently know what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get too excited. Hey man, this happens once a year. Let me get excited.
Yeah. It's
Let
cowardice.
me get hyped up.
It's cowardice.
It's coward. You're trying to protect yourself from the disappointment, Christian.
All right. Yeah.
All right, cowards.
Nihilism is cowardice, Eric.
Yes.
There you go. All right. A bit of philosophy for the people out there. Thank you, Cruz. Thank you, Toast, not Crusop. All right. Thank you, Toast.
Toast much better man actually eats eggs.
That's crazy. All right.
Shout out.
great.
Appreciate it. Always good to talk to you guys.
Toast. Thank you for your talking. Yeah. The people cherry pick the 3 good minutes of good animation out of every episode, and not the rest.
I mean, it's high quality stuff, but like, you know, it's a 20-minute product.
And like they never show like the shit that fucks up the manga, fucks up the context. They never talk about that.
Yeah.
It's cherry picking.
I know.
Alright, please.
Well, you can't do much about that.
We've talked to King about this as well.
Uh-huh.
Now, is Jordan Lee around? No, he won't be attending. So instead, we do have Hebihime.
What's it?
Why
Toby?
people don't want to start the anime or manga? Let's see what she has to say. Hebihime, always on the show. Questionable topics always. Let's get into it.
Hey B, welcome to the show. And she's not there.
Not
Christian.
there?
Hey,
No,
No,
she's here.
there
Alright.
she is. She was muted.
Hebby, you're here. Your topic. Where do you want to take
Yeah.
this? What are your thoughts on this? Go.
been in a lot of like watching Twitch streams where they'll ask, "Oh, I want to start a new manga, a new anime," and everyone in the Twitch chat then goes One Piece, and then there's a look of complete disgust from the streamer,
Mm.
and the next words are, One Piece is too long. I can't start that.
All right.
But they're more than willing to start shows that are about 200 episodes.
All right. So, what kind of like these streamers, like what kind of shit do they normally watch? Are they into shonen?
One of them's into what is it? My Hero.
My Hero, yeah, standard.
Don't get triggered, Eric. I know how triggered you are.
Standard streamer opinion. My Hero's good, you know.
All right, this is the thing. It's been a thing.
Attack on Titan.
It's been a thing forever. One Piece is too long, right?
Yeah, it's not.
And you know, people like to hate the king.
I don't think it's that. I think it's like this. They think it's
long for the sake of length.
They think it's like The Simpsons, where like every episode has nothing to do with each other. I think that's what they think it is. I think that's what they think One Piece is.
Well,
it's like self-contained stories.
And they probably assume that like,
forever.
how could it be this long and not end? It might just be a bunch of filler.
Yeah.
You know.
There's a whole
I
bunch.
think you've also got more people wanting to join.
Yeah, I can see that. They need to tell me what their topic is. Do it in general. I'll have a look. We'll see if we have time for it. How long have we been going, Eric?
31 minutes.
Yeah. Alright. Well, anyway, we're here with Hebby and our topic. Alright, we'll get to that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, people don't want to start One Piece because it's a daunting task, right? You see the mountain and you're like, is this going to be worth my time? How good could this possibly be? Alright? How good could this possibly be? That I'm going to spend how many hours?
A lot of hours.
A lot of hours, a lot of investment. It's like people in like JRPGs. Like people just won't play them because they're 100-hour long games. Right? It takes like 10 hours.
Long games are the best.
It takes like 10 hours for them to get good. You know, people don't have time. Right? Some people have a lot of time, but most people don't have time. They got 9 to 5s.
Directed at me.
They come home. They gotta cook dinner.
Yeah, they come home from
things.
uni for their 6th course.
Yeah, they come home.
That they haven't finished.
Sure.
You know.
They got time.
Yeah.
Other people don't have time. And we caught up to One Piece when we were in high school. When you have endless time.
Yes.
Endless time. Alright?
Yeah, but wait, didn't One Piece used to air in Australia? Like
but like 4 kids.
Not
Don't
really,
really count.
not really.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it stopped, didn't it?
Yeah, it stopped at like Alabasta, but anyway. It's a daunting task. You ask Eric, hey Eric, do you want to read this 800 long manga that you don't know anything about, and people say it's good, but it doesn't look good?
Hey, I gave JJK 3 episodes. That's all I got time for.
Like, One Piece is a hard sell because, one, the art style, it's not a standard
It's
anime
old
style.
as well. You're not going to see the flashy stuff straight away.
Forever, yeah. And, you know, One
And then
Piece,
it's like
You got Syrup Village, which is a problem.
like, Oda's art style, it looks kiddie. It looks like it's not going to be up your alley. It doesn't look like it's going to have the content of Attack on Titan. It doesn't look like it's going to have the content of Naruto. You know what I mean?
well,
'Cause
that's
of more
what they
gritty
keep
art
on
style.
saying. I'm watching Attack on Titan. I want something better than Attack on Titan. And what's
mean,
better than One Piece?
Attack
But
on
it's
Titan...
also
You
where can you skip episodes in
See,
One Piece and still get the same set?
There's a problem out there where, like, people aren't really interested in the show. They're interested in being involved in the zeitgeist. Being involved in the conversation. More than they're actually invested in the show. You saw this with Game of Thrones. You saw this with an Attack on Titan. You see this with My Hero. People want to be able to talk about what other people are talking about. They don't necessarily care about the show. They just want to be part of the
And
community.
there's a long way to go with One Piece.
Yeah, and the One Piece community, it's gated. It goes deep. You have to know everything about the story.
Reason.
You have to know everything. You can't get away with skipping arcs.
We see ya.
We know who you are.
Every arc matters.
You can't just read the wiki, as some people might say.
Do filler arcs matter?
I mean,
Which
don't
one? Which
watch
one's the filler?
don't watch the anime filler arcs.
Yeah, don't watch those.
Don't
Yeah,
watch those.
you'd skip
Skip
that.
those.
So that's at least 100 or so episodes that you
Episodes.
can skip.
Yeah,
Episodes.
yeah.
But
Um,
then you've still got the problem of it's too long. So do you tell them watch this episode, then this episode, then
I
this
think if,
episode,
like,
and you'll
I-
still get the same set?
I think, like, if in the West, One Piece was, like, on that My Hero level, a lot more people would ignore the length question. Would ignore the problem with the length. Because
I
think it's because
My Hero is like
yeah.
200 plus episodes at the moment.
yeah, and people got
So
in at
it's
the
in
start.
line with Black Clover.
You know, people got in at the start. They feel like they're invested in the story. I think this is what the problem is. It's long, it's old, and the community around it is so old and goes deep that people feel like it's impenetrable. And at the end of the day, if people are going to invest so much time into something, they want to be able to take part in the conversation. They
And
want to
there's
be...
children that are getting involved in One Piece now because a lot of the community is my age. Shut up, Eric. And they've got children now,
Yeah, 50.
and they're watching that. They're not 50, but
Also
you
doesn't
know
have
they're
children.
watching it. That I
Go
am
on.
going to fucking smother you and
Go
kill
on.
you.
Go on. Go on.
Before you...
You know, they're watching it with their children. You know, it's on Netflix now, so they can sit their child in front of One Piece on Netflix and be doing
they
the
could.
housework and still be, you know, involved and know what's going on.
Yeah, they
If their
could.
child asks questions.
But that's a very specific example. I don't know if that's...
Yeah.
You're talking about the anime waifu community, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, B, how do you take your eggs?
That's a good question. Eric's asking this question to everyone.
It really depends on what type of bread I've got.
Alright, we're getting deep.
Suitable answer. Answer the question, though.
Okay, usually poached on sourdough bread.
Okay, we'll accept it.
That's all response.
We'll
Surprise
accept
from
it.
Heavy.
We would have expected
What?
something
I
I
weird.
thought she's gonna say like raw with like
Tabasco.
on like fucking some on a sponge.
Yeah, some weird shit. Anyway, thank you,
What?
Heavy.
I have a proper
Thank
expert
you
job.
for your question. Thank you for your topic. We appreciate it. Alright.
I appreciate both of you, and
Alright.
it's still blurry as fuck.
I know. I don't know what
Shout
the
out.
fuck's going on.
Maybe
Alright, now there are some extra people there.
lying around.
But you gotta post your topic in the general.
Christian doesn't want no nonsense.
I don't want some meme question. I don't want some nonsense.
Christian, doesn't matter.
I mean,
Do you want to take him?
you know, we're trying not to get kicked off YouTube here. I don't know what the fuck. Some wild man. They just joined the Discord. I don't know who these people are. Alright? They just joined. Could it be
Sounds like
a
Christian's a little
meme?
bit scared. Christian, we can't
I-
just remove them from Discord if we need to.
I just want to know. I just want to know what their topics are. Is that so hard to answer? Alright. Now. The anime, the length of One Piece, is it an issue? Not really. I think the biggest issue is the way people consume content today. It's not about the quality. It's about the conversation around the topic. Is this...
Oh yeah, that's everything.
Yeah.
It's not
Like-
actually about the content anymore.
It's about your take. It's about being part of the conversation. You
Yes.
know, is My Hero worthy of its... It's good. Is it that good? Of like the most popular anime in the West? Is it that good?
No.
Alright. Is what's the latest fucking show everyone's talking about? Like can't remember. Anyway. There's a show like this every season. It comes out, this is good, this
Yeah.
is bad, all that kind of stuff. Alright? Now, have they posted their topics?
We're gonna go to general, Christian.
Would you like to explain why Dragon Ball Z needs to be cancelled? A political topic. Does Traz... maybe we'll get Traz in.
I don't know what
Post
that
these
means.
I don't know. He is muted, which is interesting because he is just joined the Discord, so you have to fiddle around with topics and shit.
Now people saying DBZ is overrated, Christian.
Derek, you would have to add permissions to this man. You would have
drag
to.
him up. I don't think it's a problem. It's
Hello, Traz. You're on the show.
welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Guys, how we all doing today or tonight, wherever you are?
We're good. We're good. There's a little bit of background noise. I don't know what
But
that's about.
yeah, what's going on? What's your topic, man?
I would just like to explain why I think Dragon Ball Z should be canceled.
All right, go make your
for it.
claim. Make your case. Go for it.
Okay, so what I think is, Mr. Popo, just kill him.
Jesus, look at this guy.
I told you, Eric. I
But
told you.
That man's clearly...
I told you this was a trap.
Yeah, it was a setup.
Get out of here. I told you it was a trap. I knew it was a trap. I could smell it a mile away. We'll
That
move
man-
on. We'll move on to something else, Eric. We'll move on to How Short Shanks. Get that man out of the chat. All right. We'll move on. All right.
Shout out Mr. Popo.
Shout out Mr. Popo.
No, they had to make him blue, Christian, if you remember.
That's true.
In what was it? Some
Dragon Ball Kai or some shit. They changed his color. But anyway.
Where we at? How Strong is Shanks?
How Short is Shanks, Eric?
Right.
How Short is Shanks? Every week, we come to you with the question of how strong is Shanks?
Yes.
And every week we answer. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King.
Yeah.
But there are
But.
people out there. There are people out there that think Kaido's the strongest.
Kaido.
Alright?
No.
There are people out there that think Kaido's the strongest. Ridiculous. There are people out there that think Dragon's the strongest. What do you think about that? Dragon? Terrible. Alright? There are people out there that think Mihawk's the strongest. Questionable. There are people out there that think Blackbeard's the strongest. There are people out there that think sweatiest man.
On the planet.
Now people ask him why he's so sweaty.
Wings asking why he's sweaty. Every panel.
Every panel. Sweaty.
Sweaty.
Every panel. And they're incorrect. And the worst of them all, Aimu. King of Lightning's got to stop saying Aimu could be the strongest character in the verse. He's got to stop saying it.
It hurts.
Alright? Got to stop. Every week we bring 100% genuine factual information to the table.
Yes.
This week's evidence is Shanks is so strong. He is the secret ultimate final boss in Elden Ring.
That's crazy.
Alright? The ultimate challenge, the hardest boss ever made.
Is he beatable? He
Is
can't
it?
surely.
No one knows. You look in the code, you can't even tell.
Right.
Is this man beatable? Shanks is the strongest, Shanks is the
Surely by no mortal. No. He can't be defeated.
Moving on to the topic of the show. There were no political stories, alright?
Shout out Ubisoft.
Shout out Ubisoft. Now, Eric, people in the know that every time a Call of Duty game comes out, or a Battlefield game comes out, or a Ubisoft game comes out, they say it's not political. When we're dealing with Cuban communism, how is this not political?
It's set in a revolution.
It's set in a revolution. How is this not political?
Uh-huh.
How you, if you're doing Modern Warfare, how is this not political? It has a story mode. Surely it's political in some way. Surely, if you're talking about terrorists, you're being political, right? Now, why do you think people do this? Are they scared of the people coming after
You know what
them?
it boils down to?
What?
Americans are fucking babies.
They're calling out a whole country.
Hey man, you gotta talk. You gotta discuss topics.
Okay.
Don't get upset
Yeah.
about ideas. What are you, a
Yeah.
child?
Yeah. Now, this week on Twitter, outrage
About what?
about your classic character. The only topic it seems recently Yamato. Yamato.
Right.
People saying the fan base is sexist. People saying the fan base doesn't understand, doesn't care.
Yeah.
All types of crazy shit. Right. What we need, right, is for people to understand that we accept Bon Clay.
We love Bon Clay.
We
Christian.
accept Ivankov.
We love Ivankov.
We accept people like Kiku.
Yeah.
All right. It's the bottom one, you idiot. Thank you. All right. There you go.
Bon Clay,
But yeah,
but this isn't a. I don't think this is a political statement from Oda. Yamato specifically.
maybe not Yamato.
Yeah,
But Bon Clay, Kiku, Ivankov, very political statement, freedom. For,
the most free island on the sea, Christian.
The most free people. Bon Clay is free. He always talks about his freedom. Sure, he joined Brokeworks for some reason, some sort of bounty hunter. I don't know what that's about.
Cash.
No, not really ever explained why he joined. Crocodile and
got a beef with Mr. One.
I guess they got like a Sanji-Zoro rivalry kind of thing going on.
Why did he join Baroque Works?
Don't know.
Probably
Anyway,
money.
Oda, almost every arc is political. You got the Fishman, you got Arlong Park. Arlong Park very political.
Let me ask you a specific question.
Yeah.
Can you have philosophy? What's the difference? What is the difference in people's minds between a philosophical point and a political point? Are they literally the same thing?
They're literally the same thing, but political is talking about the specifics of policy.
I would imagine so.
It's legislating philosophy, basically.
Yeah.
Laws, things like that. It's debating policy.
But there's political philosophy as well, right?
Sure, but that's more like the structure of how politics works,
right.
More than the actual.
Yeah, well, I'm a libertarian. I'm a neoliberal, liberal.
Yeah, there's labels and shit, whatever. But my point is that if you're making a story and you have a worldview, that worldview is inherently political.
Right? And the way your character interacts with that worldview is political.
Now, you could be a clown and overreach and be like, Dragon Ball Z is about the evils of capitalism. I guess you could do that in some stupid way. Because, Goku's a bum, he doesn't make any money, he's living off. You can make some stupid argument like that.
Sure.
Alright? Frieza, the colonial empire. Or you can make all kinds of bullshit, leaps of faith.
Sure.
But obviously, the Frieza arc is about, freedom. Frieza is about control. Goku's all about
a tyrant getting rid of
his friends.
Sure.
He's a peaceful king. Goku, all types of shit.
Vegeta
right?
trying to kind of learning that
Well, he's fighting for his freedom.
Yeah.
First he's a part of Frieza's army. Then he learns his pride as a Saiyan, and then the Tyrant King is defeated by the slave race. We win. It's just political. How is it not political? How is the Frieza saga in Dragon Ball Z not political? Now the Buu saga, who the fuck knows what that's about? All right, no one knows what.
Or the Cell.
You could say the Cell saga is about the augmentation of the human body. You can make all types of arguments with any story, but the main point is any story that is made could be a political because it holds within the narrative the author's worldview. Right? So don't come at me being like, this story's not political. This is meant to be a non-political take. You can't have a non-political take.
I like when Oda does stuff like throws a question at you and then doesn't
answer it. Look at Skypiea. He doesn't answer it. You got pros and cons. Or
he'll throw a theme at you and then doesn't answer what.
You got the Shandorans who are upset that they're being invaded by the white man, and then they go up to Sky Island and do the same thing to the Sky people. Oda's saying it's a cycle of invasion and land rights and all these kinds of shit.
Basically a cycle of ignorance on both sides, basically.
Yeah.
Until, Nolan and fucking what the fuck.
Yeah, that guy. The leader of... But he still kind of always hated him, even though he saved his life. Ring the bell when you return. You never return. All kind.
What do you think about Morge's take that Oda will throw take an idea of family and show you why that you assume that the theme of family is a good theme.
Sure.
But he'll show you the dark sides of said thing.
I think he'll show you a range of ideas and things
around the theme.
Around the topic.
Which I like that structure.
Yeah.
You throw a theme and
you
idea
throw it out there
and you explore it.
You don't necessarily have to answer it. You don't have to make your statement. But I guess
Oda usually answers it with Luffy's actions and the Straw Hat's victory.
Sure, but yeah, in a lot of arcs, and like Fishman Island is probably the most political arc, obviously. You know, even Jinbei's like, Luffy, you can't beat Hody because it has to be, you know, you just perpetuate the Fishman problem.
the thing.
But then he beats him anyway, and Luffy wins. I don't know what Oda's trying to say about that. You know, Luffy solves the problem with the Fishman Island, not the fishermen themselves. But like Hody's like a product of hate. You know,
But it's true that the next generation use Luffy as an example of a hero saving.
sure.
But it's proven that Hody's a villain in
But
the
then
arc.
it's like, you know, it's the hero white man saves the day. You know, even Jinbei brings this up.
Yeah, Fisher
It's
Tiger
like
as well.
it's like Oda's not aware.
Yeah, he's nice.
Oda's aware of this problem, and he chooses to have Luffy save the day anyway. Which I don't know what that's trying to say, but it's interesting nonetheless. A political story. There you go. All I would say almost like, unless it's like simple moral stories like. I don't
That's
know,
what
like
I'm
the boy who cried wolf. Obviously, there's philosophy in there. There's,
Yeah.
you know,
I think people, to me, quote unquote political things. Usually, people are talking about hot button, relevant topics such as communism, socialism,
Trans rights.
capitalism,
yeah,
rights,
sure.
all those kind of things. All those
High level.
those things that are
yeah,
relevant today.
sure.
Well, I'm sure back in the day when philosophy was being discussed and born,
Yeah.
maybe that would be a
Ah.
hot button issue. But there's a difference between philosophy and politicalism.
The only difference is literally the writing of policy, in my mind. Like that's really
yeah, no, but people don't
difference.
people don't complain about.
I know people use it interchangeably, but like politics is like the implementation of philosophy, basically. And like in like an overall kind of top level.
All right, so
view.
basically, you know how you get away with it.
Yeah.
Don't get a stick, and beat people in the back of the head with it.
You know what I think to get away with it is you gotta present both sides kind of equally and then have a conclusion. Because if you only present one side of the argument, like you're basically saying that the other side is irrelevant and doesn't deserve to exist.
You're
know what I mean?
you're not
You're not exploring the topic, you're dictating the topic.
It's like
know
most
what I
of
mean?
society. They just choose something and go with
Yeah.
it, not thinking about anything else.
Like it should explore the topic. You can have an answer at the end of the story if you want, but it should explore the idea. You can't just force feed people an idea. You got to explore it, show pros or cons, even if it might be uncomfortable. But you got to show it. All right,
Explore the ideas.
explore the ideas. Anyway,
Don't just give me a surface level hot take.
you know, always Ubisoft doing this.
X bad,
Yeah,
and
X good.
then there's a lot of nonsense out there, Christian.
All right, moving on to the Thunderdome. The Thunderdome, we're here. We have Flower Sword of Vista, everyone's favorite character,
Equal to Mayhawk,
versus
as Ty likes to point out. Equal to Mayhawk.
Ashura Doji. Now Ashura Doji's basically done as a character. Like, what's he gonna do?
Sure.
We know what he can do. The only real hype thing he did was like, quote unquote, damage Jack.
Now, if Vista was in this arc, is it either?
There'll be, but then again, like, would you say their swordsmanship is equal? No Ryo seen from Vista, but does clash with Mayhawk.
Could not cut. Okay, no.
That's interesting.
Did no pre-break?
Pre-break, there's all kinds of questions there, but does the Ryo bypass? You know, all kinds of questions. Because whatever. All right.
I think both of them cut him, but he reformed, so it wasn't with Haki. Marco and Vista.
I think you could assume it's pre-break. Because
Much like with Kuzan.
Kuzan calls out pre-break during the arc. With the Whitebeard stab.
Yeah.
He calls it out. So
Whitebeard's like, I got Haki on this, had,
okay, pre-break.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
I think they're
the
equally
only thing
swordsmanship.
Vista has. Do we have any Vice Admiralship with Vista? Because
Maybe in like tiny panels.
he should be one-shot Vice Admirals.
But how strong is Manga? How strong is Oniguma? You know what I mean?
Infinite questions, Christian.
Where was Chaton in?
All right, so we know more about Ashura Doji. Fucked up Jack.
Yeah,
Cut his weapons.
sure.
Slice him up good.
Yeah.
Ryo to cut Kaido.
That's true. He did. It's about Vista clashing with Mihawk versus Ashura Doji cutting Kaido.
But does Mihawk know Ashura Doji's name?
Unknown quantity. I think Ashura Doji is on the level of Vista. Would you not say all the scabbards are like commander, white big commander level?
Maybe more. Depends on the commander.
Neko, Inu. I think Ashura Doji is stronger than Neko and Inu. Like, look what he did to Jack. You know what I mean? We're not talking about Su Long.
Yeah, but
What?
they could flip Jack like a fucking...
Yeah, but did it do damage?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like,
The Scabbards have been memed because they're fighting Kaido, but they're not weak.
yeah. They're around that commander level, whatever you want to say there. Around that level. Around that veteran commander level, which is, I would say, where Vista is.
You'd say Ashura's better swordsmanship, trained by...
I'm just saying we know more about Ashura.
You would
we
say
have more
Ashura...
Like, we have more feats with Ashura.
You would say Ashura Doji knows more about swordsmanship.
Sure.
Samurai, Toppo, Oda knows
Rio.
Ryo.
Confirmed knows Rio.
Now,
We don't know
does
shit about Vista.
and Vista know Ryo? We don't know.
We don't know shit about Vista. Jack shit. We
No.
know that he clashed with Mihawk and that's it.
Sure.
Alright, so...
And
My-
this is straight swordsmanship.
This is raw
Jules.
swordsmanship.
No X Factor involved
No,
here.
no. I'm gonna go...
How long did he
Ashura.
fight with Odin for? Do we know? There's a timeline.
A couple days, wasn't it? Or like a night.
Yeah.
Because they arrived at the dawn and they saw the Onan beat Ashura Doji. Like, it's a fight.
Yeah.
I think like it's either Denjiro or Ashura Doji is like the second strongest scabbard.
Probably Denjiro's the first. I
Yeah,
think.
like I don't. Yeah, it's hard to say. So
Some people say Kinemon. Even though they meme the shit out of him for being weak.
no, absolutely not. Anyway, I think we have to go with Ashura Doji here.
Okay.
I know people are gonna come out of the woodwork. Vista's the goat. Vista clash with Mihawk. Oh, no, not buying the hype. Never bought the hype on Vista. All right.
Right.
There you go. There's the Sunday. Now moving into a few questions from the people. Let's go. Not in the end. No, there you go. From Harvest and Berry. If Yamato idealizes Onin so much, why does he use a club instead of two swords?
Solid question.
We got taught by Kaido. Kaido taught him the techniques, taught him the way of the club, taught him the Thunder Bagua, legendary move of the clubman.
Yeah.
So, we'll get into the flashback at some point, surely. Surely
Is
soon.
it because we can't have another swords user on the crew?
Yeah, we're not having another samurai, alright? Please. From Kaz.
I doubt we'll find that answer out, but
Yeah.
maybe we can piece it together with context.
Yeah. From Kaz. Since Blackbeard is collecting devil fruits, do we expect him to have a bunch of fodder with stolen devil fruits similar to the gifters, but better? I think,
every crew member will have one, and they're probably all dumb.
yeah, like, I think Blackbeard's being way more selective about the devil fruits he wants. He said, he sent Burgess over to get the Marimara. I think he's being more selective. He's hunting people whose devil fruits he
Powerful
wants.
fruits. Sneaky fruits.
The most powerful fruits. We got a mythical Zoan.
Clear fruit for...
I know, but Blackbeard's own devil fruits, he got the Quake fruit. He's very selective about what fruits he wants.
Maybe he wants his generals to have some sneaky powers as well.
Sure.
such as Lafitte, such as
Well, the feed already has
Sure.
devil fruit.
we know some kind of dove thing going on.
Some sort of bird.
Magician or me. What some
Well, yeah,
dumb
once you
shit.
say some bullshit, it's not Zoan, but whatever. So
Magic,
I think he's
no me.
being selective about the devil fruits. He's collecting the most powerful ones. I mean, there is a law with Sanji about how the invisible fruit is like a OP fruit. Like Sanji always goes on about it. So there is law in
as a
canon.
meme, yes, but
Yeah, but there is
true.
law in canon about how good the fruit is. It's not like it's a bad fruit. I get questions about observation haki, all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. From Tom. Half a year has already passed. Are we still getting Shanks this year? You know,
Oda's always delayed.
Oda's a madman.
Oda, much like the Zelda team,
Yeah.
always delayed. And Oda's the leader of the Zelda team.
Yeah, according to
How
Twitter.
does he do both?
I don't know. It's crazy, according to Twitter. Anyway. Will Shanks happen this year? Unless Shanks appears in this arc.
Unless Shanks stops Kaido.
Doubtful. Very doubtful.
What if Yamato gets lit up and then Shanks is like, I'll stop him.
That's crazy. I'm ready for Shanks.
Yamato's on the floor, Kaido's about to come down with the club, Shanks just cuts it in half.
Yeah, I'm ready for Shanks. Alright?
And then Kaido goes, Miho couldn't cut my mason off.
Make my day.
Yeah.
Make my year.
Century, perhaps.
Alright? We'll never let people die.
Yeah.
Alright?
I'm confident we'll win that argument comfortably, by the way.
Yeah.
The Mihawk one.
Yeah. From Tom. Half a year has already passed. Alright, I already read that. From Justin. What JoJo stands would the Emperors have, including Luffy?
Shanks.
Well, yeah, Shanks what?
King
You
Crimson.
gotta say, why wouldn't you say Gold Experience Record?
What would you give him? Time?
I would give him Beyond Heaven. Now you can find that out what that means later.
Right, okay.
You can find out what that
Sounds
means later.
powerful.
You can find out what that means later.
Right.
Alright, you can find out what that means later. Alright? What kind of Blackbeard? He seems like he'll be dark as fruit, stealing shit.
Would you,
I don't know, like, is there like a power to negate other powers? You would have to give him like a really strong devil fruit. Or a really strong stand. What's it called? The one in part 3 where it's like the void guy? Vanilla Ice's stand. Can't remember what it's called. That one. Kaido. It's kind of hard to do Zoans. Because they're not really Zoans. But you give him a suit stand, wouldn't you?
Pure power. What's the most powerful?
The
What's the most
suit stand. The suit stand.
What's the strength? Yeah, what's the most strength?
I like the Gimp Man, but you know, from part 5. Suits.
Straight power. What's the most?
No. Reverse the Shanks decision.
Mm-hmm.
We're giving Shanks True Man World.
I was gonna say it was your favorite one.
Reverse the Shanks decision. We're giving Shanks True Man's World. Alright? Because, of course, only manly fights allowed.
Yeah.
Only. No Gimpery allowed. Alright?
Kaido weather report, Christian.
I could see that, but maybe that's Big Mom. Because maybe Big Mom's got more to do with it. Yeah, I could see that. Big Mom, soul powers. See, there's no real correlation between Big Mom's powers and, like... It would have to be weather report. She's got the clouds and shit.
Right.
Kaido.
Would
You were
give
just
him
like-
King Crimson.
I don't know what that has to do with Kaido.
Just a power. Like you would just give him straight
This
power.
is a straight power stand.
Is there a fire going
Star
on? somewhere?
Platinum.
Borrow breath.
I mean, there's
I know the fucking Phoenix.
red, what's it called? Red Phoenix, whatever? Yeah. The one Abdul has. I guess that's fire. But yeah. Maybe that weird stand-in where, like, your vitality is increased and you scream rate. That one from part 6. Can't remember what it's called.
Right.
Yeah. Luffy. Stretching. Do we even have a stretching stand? Has Araki ever done a stretching stand? I don't think so.
Does Jolene's extend?
I mean, it does, but
What about what?
what?
I mean,
What?
fucking sticky. What is this? It's not
What? Yeah, sticky fingers.
sticky fingers. He
Bruciolates.
throws the fist.
That's close. He only does that once, though. Right? Yeah,
Is there is there a guru man? Is there a stretchy man? Why do I remember?
I mean, we could do
What
Spice
about,
Girl.
What about
We could do Spice Girls.
I was gonna say
It's the
Spice
closest
Girl.
one to Luffy.
Yeah, Spice Girl.
It's
It has to
kind of
be
yeah.
Spice Girl.
Spice Girl.
Mhm.
All right. Now we could change Blackbeard's to Whitesnake, because that is ability that steals other abilities.
There you go, White Snake.
Whitesnake. There you go. I guess we kind of got there in the end.
Mhm.
There you go. There you go. From Annie. Are the characters of Law Kid and possibly Zoro as the first mate hurt because Yamato is the one holding back Kaido until Luffy gets there instead of any of them? I don't know if it hurts them. It's kind of like, depends where the story goes, because like it's, Kaido's, child.
How long did Lauren Kid last? How long does Yamato last?
Yeah, like I think Yamato has any claim to defend.
Lauren Kid have already taken damage.
I think Yamato has more of a claim to Kaido than Law. I mean, Law wants the
Or even
wants the
Kid.
glory. I mean, you could make the argument, what happened to his crew,
Sure.
Killer.
Still, I don't
Don't really know what
that,
happened there,
yeah.
but I don't know that it
We're
downplays.
still gonna talk about the Scabbards though.
I mean, this game has already got their shot on Kaido. I don't know what downplaying the other characters is if
Yeah.
Yamato gets a shot.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily have a problem with that. All right, from Bushido Brown. Is it a foregone conclusion that Kaido is an awakened Zoan? If he is, he would have to get knocked out at least 3 times to stay down based on the awakened guards and impound down. I don't know if that's truly relevant, because the way the guards got defeated was kind of a meme. Like, fell down levels and shit. No one really, punched him in the head and knocked him out.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that's necessarily true. I mean, look at Ulti. I mean,
Got up, what, 3
we're gonna
times?
look how much damage Kaido's already taken. He's still fine.
Yeah.
Ridiculous amount of damage from Kaido. He's still up and about, doing whatever he wants. It's not like he's hindered in any way.
Yeah.
So I think if he is awakened, I don't think that's just gonna add power, all that kind of crazy shit. But I don't know that it's gonna increase his longevity. He gets back up after 10 minutes. There's someone coming in with the Sea Stones chains after he's knocked down. All types of questions. From Michael J. Do you think that Blackbeard pirates will be genuinely strong and good fighters, or will they just have gimmicks and crazy devil fruits? Well, Shiryu's already a good swordsman. You know what I mean? I mean, Boja's got memed out by Zabo, but he's
Zabo's busted though.
but he's a hand-to-hand fighter. He's
He'll
he's a
fight
wrestler.
Frankie.
He will fight Frankie.
Guaranteed fight Frankie.
Or Sanji.
He'll fight Frankie. Sanji's Lafitte.
Sanji's Lafitte. But Burgess is the right hand man, which is weird as fuck.
He'll fight Frankie.
All right.
That's a Frankie fight. Wrestling. Come on.
Yeah, all right. And he's gonna get devil fruit.
Iron boxing.
Maybe he kills Mr. One and gets the steel fruit. In fact, he has the Cyborg versus Steel Man in the wrestling match. Who knows? But yeah, I think it would be the greatest hits. One Piece greatest hits. Everyone's gonna return with devil fruits we've already seen, and the final fights will happen. They should be good. I mean, there should be one. A lot of things should be true, but we'll see when it happens. All right. Guaranteed. Sanji gets memed out by Katarina Devon and can't fight her, and then someone has to come in and save him. Guaranteed that. What do you think about that? Guaranteed. Sanji's getting memed out by Katarina. There's no way he's not.
Didn't he already figure it out with Bon Clay though?
Yeah, but Oda cannot resist the opportunity.
Yeah.
All right.
What happened in that fight again? Did he just kick Nami? Because you knew it wasn't Nami?
No, he kicked the hand and switched the face. He wouldn't kick Nami.
He kicked his hand into his face, so he switched back to Bon Clay.
Yeah. So he wouldn't kick Nami. He can't kick Nami. He doesn't like he wouldn't kick Nami. He can't kick Nami.
Body wouldn't let him.
His body wouldn't let him. All right. From Captain said. So, how do we feel about that George Julian chapter?
How do you feel about it?
Iraqi craziness, Iraqi nonsense. It is, you gotta take it in. You gotta drink it in.
You gotta think about it.
You gotta think about it. Can you stop a calamity? What is a calamity? The calamitous energy.
Calamity Ganon.
All types of calamities going on. The Japanese love calamities. They love the word.
They love the word, which is interesting.
It's in every JRPG. They love the word calamity.
A lot of owls in there.
That's true. Why not say characters? Alright. There you go. Alright. And that's the last question.
Alright.
Thank you to the people who called in. I don't know what we're going to do about that
Eggs
nonsense.
sunny side up.
Sure. That's the takeaway from this episode.
Alright? That's all you gotta think about.
That's the only thing you got to think about. Alright.
And, subscribe.
Subscribe to the channel. Like the stream. We'll be back with a chapter next week.
Yamato.
Yamato, please.
Poised on the edge. We'll see.
We'll see. Shakes is the strongest. Shakes is the God King.
Good night.
Good night.